So page number is 86 of your English learner's book. Okay, so what you are going to do, first of all, we are going to write date on the top of the page. Date today is 1. And the name of our lesson is 5.4, using the past simple irregular verbs. What are the past simple irregular verbs? Talk and write about the people did in the past. So when we want to talk about the things or any action or any work that is done in the past, what do we use? We use simple past simple irregular verbs. Irregular verbs means we have to change the spellings of the verb. In the class, I have told you that what are verbs? Any action that is performed, that is called verb. Listen, point, and repeat. Where did you go yesterday? We went to the zoo. We went to the zoo. What did you see? I saw a lion, an elephant, a giraffe, cheetah, or something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a track so that you can hear. Track number is 54, I guess. So listen carefully.
Track 54.
There are a lot of shapes on this chart.
No.
Yes, there are.
Track 57.
Heart. Triangle. Circle.
Track 58. Where did you go yesterday?
We went to the zoo.
What did you see?
I saw a lion, an elephant, and a giraffe.
Track 58. Where did you go yesterday?
We went to the zoo.
What did you see?
I saw a lion, an elephant, and a giraffe. I saw a cheetah, pansy, and an antelope.
So this was track number 58, and what it was about. Where did you go yesterday? They are talking about the past. What they are talking about? They are talking about the past. Yesterday. They are not talking about today. They are talking about yesterday. And what was yesterday? Where did you go yesterday? We went to the zoo. What did you see? I saw a lion, an elephant, a giraffe, a cheetah, a chimpanzee, and antelope. Okay, so this was when we are going to use past simple irregular verbs. We are going to use them when we are talking about past. Okay, when we are going to talk about something that happened in the past, we use these past simple verbs. Play a guessing game. What did you see at the zoo? Draw a picture and write a sentence. I saw a lion. You can say I saw a lion, as you can see in the picture. So write with me, boys. I saw a lion. 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 I saw a lion. Draw a picture and write a sentence. I saw a lion. So here is already a picture of a lion, or you can say a mouse. So you can write anything that you saw in the zoo. Your classmate will try to guess the animal. What did you see an antelope? No, I didn't. Did you see a lion? Yes, I did. So when you are going to ask a questions in the past, what you are going to use? You are going to use did. Did you see an antelope? No, I didn't. Or yes, I did. So if it is the answers are in positive, you are going to say yes, I did. If it is in negative, so you are going to say no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, language detective. Some verbs add ed to make the past, but other verbs are different. So we are going to learn today those verbs that are different. That is why they are called irregular verbs. What we have to do, we have to change the spelling. Like here you can see, we saw a beer. C will change into sa. We ate an apple. He eat an apple. And when we are going to talk about past, so what we are going to say, he ate an apple. As you read the next story, look for the past simple of these verbs. Look, think, draw, laugh, make, say. So there is a story of the next page that we are going to study. And what is going to happen? We are going to see the past verbs of these words, and we are going to underline them. What we are going to do? We are going to underline them. Okay, moving on to the next page. Going on to page number 87. Here, read a math story from India. Where is this story belongs from? This story is belong from India. Birbal was a wise man who lived in India many years ago. This is a Birbal, a man who is this story about. His name is Birbal and he used to live in India many years ago. What did King Akbar ask Birbal to do? How did Birbal solve the problem? So for this, we have to listen to a story, audio track number 59. So first, let's listen to the story. Then I'm going to read the story as well. And then we are going to answer the questions. So listen carefully, boys.
Track 59. Clever Birbal. One day, King Akbar picked up a piece of chalk and drew a line on the floor. Birbal, he said to his friend, I want you to make this line shorter, but you cannot rub out the ends of the line. Birbal looked at the line and thought, Then he drew a long line under King Akbar's line. Look, said Birbal, my line is longer than your line, so your line is shorter. King Akbar laughed. You're right, Birbal, he said. You made my line shorter. What a clever answer.
Okay, you have heard the track number 59. Just a minute. This is a story about King Akbar and a clever man who used to live in India many years ago. This story is about Birbal. Okay, and what is it about? That one day King Akbar picked up a piece of chalk and drew a line on the floor. Birbal, he said to his friend, I want you to make this line shorter, but you cannot rub out the ends of the line. So he said, how can you make my line shorter without touching my line's end? So Birbal looked at the line and thought, then he drew Then he drew a long line under the King Akbar's line. Okay. What he did, he drew a line under the line of King Akbar's line. Look, said Birbal, my line is longer than your line, so your line is shorter. Your line is shorter. King Akbar laughed. You are right, Birbal, he said. You made my line shorter. What a clever answer. What a clever answer, Birbal, he said. So Birbal was the clever one. So what he did, he took a piece of chalk and he circled the he may draw a line under the King Akbar's line. So this made the King Akbar's line shorter. This made the King Akbar's line shorter. So here are two questions. What are the questions? Number one, what did King Akbar ask Birbal to do? What did the King Akbar ask Birbal to do? And the second one is that how did Birbal solve the problem? So let's write the questions. Let's write the question in the notebook because answers are a little bit big, so it will not going to come on the book. So kindly open your English books, English notebooks. And write with me. Open your English notebook, boys. And write with me the answers of the question. First of all, I'm going to write date. Date today is 01. Day is today Sunday. And topic is, what is the topic? Clever Birbal. So write clever, Birbal. This is the name of the person. Birbal. Clever Birbal. So question number 1. Right, question number 1. What did King Akbar ask Birbal to do? So King Akbar asked Birbal to make a line. Write with me, boys. King Akbar asked Birbal to make a line longer than his line. King Akbar asked Birbal to draw a line longer than his line. Okay, question number 2. How did King Birbal solve the problem? Birbal drew second line longer. So these are the 2 questions. Write them in your English notebook. Number 1 is that King Akbar asked Birbal to draw a line longer than his line. Number 2, Birbal drew second line longer. How did he solve the problem? By drawing the second line longer than his line. By drawing the longer line than King Akbar's line. Okay, guys, complete these questions.
Yes, teacher, finish.
Okay. Ali, can you hear me? Okay, I'm going to close and rejoin the class.